I, 43 male, accidentally insulted my partner, 43 female, and she has remained cold ever since. And she wears sweats all the time now.
What did you say?
We have been a couple for 7 years. I only now realize we both view her very differently. From my perspective, she's never been interested in fashion at all. Always wears black jeans. She has dozens of black tops. She doesn't wear makeup, doesn't get her nails done, only does root touch-ups. And I love her and don't care about this at all. From her perspective, apparently, she dresses elegantly and minimalistic. She says she's always wearing no makeup. I guess she means mascara, not sure. She says she pays the salon every month to color her hair, or it would be gray. The reason this all came up is that we met up with friends, and one of the women is very fashionable, always done up. I had mentioned in passing to my partner that I loved that she, the other woman, wore vibrant colors. My partner had said she personally isn't a fan of bright colors, and in the past, when she has tried to wear them, she doesn't like how it looks. I told her if I was a beautiful woman, I'd wear bright colors for attention. And that's probably why our friend does it. Anyways, this was the gist of the conversation. If my partner was getting upset, I wasn't picking up on that. I honestly don't even recall what I was saying that made her mad, but she ended up annoyed with something. I was truly confused, but we ended up in an argument. I told her that based on how she looks, I had no idea she even cared about looks or fashion. She was getting really angry at me, which tends to make me mad too. So I told her that if she cares that much, to my surprise, she should present herself better. She insisted I tell her what I meant, and so I told her that she dresses boring and it makes her look old and dumpy. I also told her I don't care at all, but since she appears to, she should try to dress more fashionable. This was 3 weeks ago, and she was very angry with me. Now she's not angry, but she's remained cold, and she now has taken to dressing in sweatpants and sweatshirts. She says she won't be dressing nice around me anymore, but I never thought she dressed nice in the first place. Obviously, I put my foot in my mouth and I have apologized, but she doesn't care. She says she won't forget what I said. I really just want her to drop this. Is this something that needs therapy or just time?
I think it's something that needs time and a conversation. For you to say that she dresses boring and dumpy. Like, you have to understand the reason she's wearing sweats and sweaters around you now. You don't appreciate her when she puts the effort in. Like, that's what she's telling you. Like, she puts effort into her appearance, getting your roots redone. Also, no makeup is makeup. It can be a full face of makeup. The whole point of no makeup is it looks like you're not wearing makeup. It's not just mascara, dude. And for you to be like, oh, you look boring and dumpy. Yeah, she might wear all black, but maybe that's what she's comfortable with. And now she's just proving a point. Like, you know what? I don't think she's like being cold. I think she's being spiteful. And I would too. I would wear sweats and a hoodie around you. And I would be like, you want to see what boring and dumpy looks like? This is what it looks like. And until you can come to me with a proper apology and not some I'm sorry bullshit, and actually tell me why you're sorry, and actually be like, hey, I understand what you mean now. You have been putting a lot of effort into your appearance and I'm sorry it's gone unnoticed. I never wanted to make you feel that way. And I'm happy with you and the way that you dress and the way that you look. That's how the conversation should go. Yeah. Somewhere along those lines. Because she's more upset that everything she has done to look presentable and to look good for you has gone completely unnoticed. Imagine you put effort into your appearance all the time for your significant other, even if it's not for your significant other, but for yourself too. And then someone's like, oh, you look boring and dumpy. That hurts.
It's just like, it's kind of a tear down. And I think it's very common for a lot of like cis men to be like, oh, well, she's not wearing any makeup. I love girls that don't wear makeup. And then they show pictures of what they like and there's very clearly makeup. They just don't get it. And so even if you're doing things for yourself, like you're doing it because it makes you feel good, light makeup, wearing blacks, and then you have someone like say like, oh, well, what you're doing doesn't look good. It just tears you down. Even if it's not for anyone else but you, it's still like a direct hit. It still doesn't feel good. It's just like rude. I can't imagine my partner criticizing me like this.
And what also is kind of just like, yeah, you're being an asshole is the fact that you said, well, there's not really a difference. Like she's just wearing sweats and like sweaters around me now. There is a difference.
Yeah.
And until you're able to address that difference, she's going to be cold. I'd be cold too.
If there wasn't a difference, you wouldn't have noticed.
You wouldn't have noticed. If there wasn't a difference, you wouldn't have been like, oh, she's wearing sweats and a sweater. There's a difference. Use your eyes, sir.
Delusional. There are some comments from OP. To be fair, I wasn't at all aware that she puts effort into looking nice? I'm not trying to be horrible. I'm being honest. I didn't know she cared because she never appears to try. And I only told her she dresses dumpy and looks old when she insisted I explain what I meant. To me, she has the potential to look great. She never appears to do anything to try.
Sir, no offense, you lack a lot of social cues.
There's no self-awareness here.
Yeah, it's like everything you're saying, it sounds like you lack the social awareness to understand like what you are saying is like mean.
Okay, am I the asshole for sleeping with another girl after she told me that she didn't want to become official? I've been casually seeing this girl, Amy, for a few months now. We've been sleeping together and we might occasionally go out together. But for the most part, it's just late night hookups. Even though our relationship is just mostly sex, I do enjoy her company outside of that, and she's definitely got more to offer. A few days ago, we were laying in bed, and I told her that I wanted to take things more seriously between us. She said, "I'm flattered. I really like you. The sex is great. You're a good guy. I want us to keep seeing each other, etc. But I'm not in the position to be your girlfriend or take a relationship seriously." She basically gave me the "it's not you, it's me" speech, but in many more words. It stung hearing that because I did want something more with her, but it is what it is. I'll take the L and move on. One of my boss's clients is this rich bastard who throws these big parties at his house 3 to 4 times a year. The previous 2 parties that he threw, my boss invited me and I took Amy as my +1, but I obviously didn't want to go with her this time. I hit up some people to see if anyone was interested, and this girl, Lisa, was down. Lisa and Amy turned out to be friends. Not close friends, but they are connected on social media. I don't have social media, and I had no idea they knew each other. We ended up going out together and hooked up by the end of the night. The next day, Amy starts blowing up my phone and starts going off on me for partying with another girl. At this point, I don't even know how she knew, but then she says that she saw Lisa's Insta stories or whatever it was. She was absolutely furious, but I told her that she has no right to be. She's not my girlfriend. She doesn't have any say in what I do or who I do it with. Amy asked me if I slept with Lisa, and I said that it was none of her business. She was absolutely raging, but I told her that I can do whatever I want with whoever I want because I'm single. Am I the asshole?
Am I the asshole for not including a picture of my stepmom on the memorial table at my wedding? No. It's your wedding. For whatever reason you didn't include her on the memorial table, that's your reasoning as to why she wasn't fucking included. You don't have to add her for nobody else, your goddamn daddy, any fucking siblings you may have because of her. No. If you did not want her on the table, you did not want her on the table. You were not the asshole for it. Period, point blank. I, 28 female, got married over the weekend, and although the actual date was perfect, I'm already dealing with drama. Fuck everybody. Everybody. Fuck everybody who's not supporting you on the decisions you made for your goddamn wedding. Background. When I was 7 years old, my parents divorced. When I was 10, my dad married my stepmom, Kathy, and for the next 4 years, we got along really well. I normally live with my mom, but when I went to see my dad, I always had a great time with Kathy. When I was 14, I had a horrible year. My mom passed away with cancer, and I went to live with my dad. They took really good care of me, and I realized I was in a horrible spot mentally because of my mom's death. Then, Kathy got pregnant with my half-brother. As soon as my brother was born, I became an afterthought to Kathy. This was a time when I needed all the support that I could, and she openly treated me like a burden. I said what the fuck I said. Your reasonings are your fucking own, and you do not owe anybody anything. Although I like a lot of her family, it was common knowledge that Kathy and I didn't get along. In the fall of 2022, Kathy passed away due to a medical accident. I was supportive of her family, my dad, and my brother during this time, but I personally felt nothing. We had a memorial table of pictures of family and friends who passed away like most people have at weddings. I made the decision to not include a picture of Kathy. Like I said, I like her family, and I actually had a picture of her aunt who passed and a cousin who I got along with really well, but no pictures of Kathy. Immediately following the wedding, I was bombarded by complaints from my brother and some of her family, saying that not including her was a blatant slight to her family that came to the wedding. This has nothing to do with you guys. This has everything to do with me. Was Kathy there for me? Was she someone that I missed after she passed away? This has nothing to do with you guys. Nothing. My brother said that he knew we didn't get along, but he felt like I didn't give a shit about him. Again, has nothing to do with you because I didn't include a picture of her. My dad said it would have been nice, but he didn't want to get involved. Although he said I should feel embarrassed because people definitely noticed and would think I took a petty shot at a dead person. My husband is on my side. Am I the asshole? Absolutely not. You are not the asshole. You are absolutely not the asshole. You said it was common knowledge that you and Kathy did not get along. These people don't give a fuck about your relationship with this lady. They just thought she should be there because they felt so strongly about her. Absolutely not. This is a memorial table for people and loved ones and friends that have passed away, that you missed, that you loved, that you liked, at least. Kathy did not fall underneath that fucking category. Therefore, she was not included at the table at your wedding because you didn't want her there. You were not the asshole at all.